Ameren is asking the state to approve a rate hike to cover improvements to the electric grid, but one nonprofit watchdog says the amount they're asking for is too much. The Citizens Utility Board is urging the Illinois Commerce Commission, which regulates utility prices, to deny or restrict Ameren's requested rate hike. The electric provider is asking for more than $300 million in increased fees and costs for consumers. Under state law, they must prove those extra costs to be necessary and cost-effective. The Citizens Utility Board argued Ameren's request could be cut by at least $100 million. Ameren provided the following statement to 25 News in response, saying in part that this power grid upgrade plan would keep electricity access safe and reliable. The state must make a final decision by the end of this year.